Most school communities are dead, and here's exactly why. This is a brutal truth. Most school communities fail because they lack clear niche messaging, consistent engagement, and a sense of connection with their audience and their community. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down why these communities keep dying instantly and how you can avoid making the exact same mistake. My promise to you by the end of this video is showing you how you can go from a low engagement negatively going down school group into a $10,000 per month school community with high engagement in less than 120 days, something high ticket using the exact framework I'm about to show you. And if you don't believe me, just take a look for yourself. Here are some client wins. We helped Taylor get 60 members in just one day. 60 members in just one day. Ladies and gentlemen, we also got Maxwell 145 members in 1 month, and his school community is growing rapidly. His engagement is high, and everyone's really active in there. We helped Micah close a 5 grand deal, closed paid in full using this exact framework on School, and Taylor having consistent 1K days, right? And there's a few wins down there, 3 calls in one day, and a top 100 school community thanks to our company, right? So let me not waste any time and get right into it. So here are the top 3 reasons why most school communities actually stay there and never break past that 10K a month mark. So reason number one, they set it up like it's a Facebook group. There's no monetization machine, right? There's no funnel in the back end. People just make a community group and they have no structure in it. They just post free stuff and they don't have an actual monetization mechanism. They don't have a product. They don't have a high ticket product. They don't have a low ticket product. They have nothing to sell. And that's how they get stuck at that $500 to $1,000 per month mark. Number two, there's no clear offer. There's no clear pathway from free member to a paying client. This all starts from your content, the foundation. And number three, posting random content with zero strategy and no system. When you're posting when you're posting content that you want people to start from the content and join your school community, there has to be something where they're joining it for. There has to be a purpose. There has to be a reason for them joining it, right? And once they join it, that's when you can start selling to them. And like that won't happen if you have no offer and if you're not solving a real life problem that has high value. And here's how you fix this. These are the fundamentals. Prepping your community for growth. Most people rush to drive traffic, but traffic to what? There's no product, there's no paying mechanism. If your community isn't set up to convert strangers into buyers, all that traffic goes to waste. You're leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table every single month. And here's exactly what to fix before you worry about growth. Number one, set up a clear, frictionless start here funnel. A simple 3 step intro that guides people to your offer. So when people join your community, they know what they're in for. They know, okay, I'm here to learn this. I'm here to learn, okay, how do I get better at that? They're not just joining for the sake of it, right? Number two, make sure your about page communicates with your niche and the transformation. Leverage your case studies, leverage testimonials. If you have no testimonials, use yourself as a testimonial. How you went from their starting point to where you are now. Use a video sales that are pinned in the classroom or start here to drive action, get people to essentially trust you more. So they get to a point where they can actually pay you money. Build a posting system. Post 3 to 5 weekly posts. Well, in our community, we have 510 members right now, and it's growing every single day. We post every single day. Right? We try and post at least 3 times a day. And with this builds authority and essentially increases engagement by a lot. Another thing, you can either moderate this yourself or hire a virtual assistant to keep your space active. And before a single person joins your community, you should already look and function like a 10K a month asset, right? Even if you're not making 10K a month, your community should look like it. Here are some outbound systems while driving traffic on demand. Content is not enough. You need outbound systems to actively bring in new people, especially early on. Since you're kind of the main person that's handling the whole business, you're going back and forth with inbound, outbound, the school community. You need a system in place that can do outbound for you, that can text people, that can do outreach for you, right? And you should do this. Build automated DM campaigns across Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and even YouTube comments, right? So you have an influx of leads coming from everywhere. Create a DM script that invites people to your community or a lead magnet. Use automated follow-ups. Even simple Notion tracking or Zapier setup even works. You can even consider hiring or training a commission-only setter to run outreach for you. We actually do the same thing we do it for as soon as someone joins our Skool community, we have a setter reach out to them, and we do the same thing for outreach. This gets your first 100 to 500 warm leads into your ecosystem without needing to go viral. A lot of people get this mixed up. You don't need 10,000s of followers on Instagram or YouTube to make 10K a month using Skool. You don't, right? So inbound systems, how to make your content actually convert, how to print cash with content. The right content isn't just educational, it's designed to attract, qualify, and convert. You set this up by starting with long form content, even podcasts, and clip it into short form content for Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, and even YouTube Shorts. You can even hire a video to speed up this entire process. And like I said, with automating, you can automate your posts, scheduling it by using MetaSuite, Tweet Hunter, or even Metrical. Track what content drives profile clicks, DMs, and community joins. You should have a CRM or a tracking page that tracks all of this data that you can manually fill in or get a VA to do it for you. So you always know what's going on in the business. The more things you track in the business and in a Skool group, the more money you're going to make. It's as simple as that. Instead of trying to post daily, build one weekly long form asset and just repurpose it everywhere. That's the simplest way I can say it. Another big thing is, like I said, systems, turning free members into high paying clients. At the end of the day, we don't want people in the community just roaming around for free. We want them to give us their money, right? In an ethical way. And a free community is great because but if there's no customer journey, you're not building a business. You're just guessing your way the whole time, right? You need a structure. You need a foundation. And here's exactly what you should build. You should have a downsell product, a $47 to $97 low ticket product to monetize lurkers and essentially get people their foot through the door of working with you. You should have a lead tracker, either using Airtable, Google Sheets also works to watch who's engaging and who's kind of going through the pipeline. You have a basic SOP for sales, how these go from free to booked call to client, where we track everything using Notion and even some Google Sheets. Build a simple ascension model from free to low ticket to high ticket. That's exactly how my business partner went from making $0 to 12K a month with Skool at 16 years old. Right, and you can track and convert even 5% of free members. You're on track to making 10K per month with just using Skool. Okay, now automating to scale. Once your first systems start to work, scale them with automation, where everything around you will come crashing down, your whole business, right? Automations will either break or make your business. It will either drive you down to $0 or scale you up to $100,000 per month, ladies and gentlemen. Here's exactly what you should automate. DM follow-ups, use ManyChat, Flowchart, Pally, lead scraping, use Phantom Buster or LinkedIn Sales Navigator, content flywheel, batch film videos, schedule and clipping. You can hire a content team for this. Onboard new clients with Notion dashboards, Google Forms, and Loom videos. Your job is to lead, not to micromanage these little small tasks. Automate what works so you can focus on scaling your business to that 7-figure month mark or even 6-figure month mark. Right? Another thing, networking, collab over cold traffic. Once you have a converting offer in a system and you're printing cash, the fastest way to grow and to get to that next level is by borrowing other people's audiences. And you do this by DMing creators in your niche and offer to collab on a training video or a shout out. You can even comment consistently on influencers' posts to build visibility. Join high level communities, paid communities, and engage inside Skool groups and network. And once you're growing, bring on a team, editors, setters, operators to free up your time. The most valuable traffic doesn't come from ads, it comes from relationships. And that's the exact root, that's a deep root of this whole entire system. It all builds on relationships, right? So if you want all this done for you, no guesswork, no burnout, just straight precision and results. We'll build out this entire system that gets you to 10K a month in 100 days, 120 days or less, guaranteed. Click the link below and let's make it happen. And let's make 2025 your year to scale and use Skool, the vehicle for your success.